Let's just stream. Can you guys hear me? I didn't even check my mic before I went on here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hey kitty cat, how are you? Every time I see your photo, it just, it gets me. You guys just drop a yes, we can hear you. I didn't even test my mic out. Let me see. Hey Jessica, can you guys hear me? Anyone? Just let me know. Say yes. Let's see. Okay, awesome. Yesy, yes says yes. Okay. Hey Teresa. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. It's working. Yes. Hey Kim, Haley, Robbie, Sleepless in South Africa. How are you today? Okay, so you guys can hear me. Awesome. All right. So good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Crazy Crying Chick. I actually just wanted to pop on here sporadically. As you can see, it was not planned. I didn't even know if my mic was working. I actually, we learned yesterday, well, I did, that Brian Entin was actually going to be in Moab covering the Gabby Petito case. And then last night, I learned that he was actually going to be covering and do a little piece on the double homicide murders that happened in Moab too, which would be Kylan Schulte and her wife, Crystal Turner. So I was so excited to learn that. And then also in one of the groups I'm in, Cindy Sue, again, she is the person who I call an angel from up above. She actually found the campsite and she came across, unfortunately, Kylan's body. Well, it is better her finding him than I feel like a random stranger. And who knows when law enforcement would have found the ladies, I feel like, but that's another case. That's another story, I mean. But she actually said yesterday in one of the groups that she was doing an interview with Brian Entin, and she said that he was really nice. And then I went today to look up for some updates, and I see that Brian, he actually recorded a little thing of him being in Moab right now. So I thought, oh, it'd be cool to look at really quick. I decided to take a break from editing, so I thought I'd come on here real quick, share it with you guys, and then I'll let you guys go on your way. Hey, Insanely Confused, how are you, beautiful? Hey, Ronnie. No, it's okay. I needed a break from editing actually because I was editing the Aiden Fucci video. It's going to be premiered tonight. So I needed a break. So I was like, let's just do this. Hey, Rosewood Thorns. Howdy. Howdy, girl. Hey, Carly. How are you? Sandra, Tambi. Ooh, I got some of my regulars in here. I'm always happy to see some of you guys in here. I'm happy to see anybody that wants to chat with me, but some of you guys are always in here, and I just appreciate you guys. Hey, Tammy Barnes, how are you? Yes, City Sue is indeed an angel. Now, right now, what I'm going to play obviously is going to be from Brian Entin's Twitter. Now, during this, he, shows us he's on location, so he's showing us Moonflower. I was hoping it would be open so he can walk inside, but it was closed. He does go and show us because it's only like, boys, it's only like, I don't know, a minute walking distance from Moonflower, I think, to Boeing Hotel, and that's the hotel that Brian Laundrie got dropped off on August 12th, remember, by law enforcement. It's literally like you walk straight, you turn, and it's right there. I didn't realize it was so close to Moonflower. I had no idea it was that close. It's insane. But he shows us that, and then he does talk about some stuff about Gabby and stuff. And then he does say something I thought was really interesting. And I know all of you guys are going to get a kick out of it. He talks about, I guess he's in contact with the man who sold the camper to the Laundrie family. And it's a man that sold it. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, the camper that everybody thought Brian was hiding in. Yeah, that one. Well, he's found the person that sold it to them. And this man tells him like he sold it for $7,000, and he says something like, yeah, the Laundries, they paid $1,000 in cash up front, and then they wrote a check for $6,000. You guys, the check freaking bounced. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I thought you guys would get a kick out of it. So he talks about that, and they end up coming up with the money, but originally the check bounced, which I don't know. And then he does state that the camper got sold to them sometime in August, which I thought was interesting too. So let me say hi to my mods. I think I have only John in here. I'm not sure if I have anybody else. They probably don't even know I'm live. So John, always here. Thank you, John. And then, hey, Moon Maid. And anyone else I didn't say hi to. Oh, who's in bed sick right now? In sick today. Oh, Sandra, you're not feeling good? I'm sorry, love. Yeah, sleepless. I thought it was funny. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and play this. I will be in chat, and then we'll have a little discussion. And then after this, I am going to share some screenshots that from Sean Paul, who is Kylan's dad. Remember yesterday in the live, we read that article that stated some information that I said, need some more clarification on it. So I did make a post and he did answer some stuff. And then I went back to some older posts of questions I have asked, and I thought I would share some of those answers because with this case, it's really important to put out as much facts before I start going into, the theories and speculating of who I think it might be or who it might not be or whatever it may be. Hey, Casey, how are you? Casey. You need an R and you be crazy. All right, guys, so I'm going to be in chat now, and I'm just going to let this play. Let's see. Let me see.
Hey everybody. Sorry I haven't gone live today. We had kind of a really crazy day. Started super early, leaving Miami, flying to Salt Lake City, and then driving here to Moab. What time do we get to Moab, Luis? What time did we get here? Like 5:30. We've been here since like 5:30. So, as I told you guys last night, we're trying to retrace the final steps of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. And we're starting in Moab. We're going to go to Salt Lake, and then we're going to end in Grand Teton and Jackson, Wyoming. And while we're here, we're also doing a story on Kylan and Crystal, the double murder case from here in Moab. I talked today to the woman who knew them and also discovered the bodies out at the campsite, which was really emotional to talk to her. For her, it was crazy to hear her story. So we're going to have all of this Thursday night for like a special edition of News Nation, kind of highlighting both cases. So it is really cold. But we're super tired because we've been up like forever. But so this is Moonflower. This is the co-op that we've been talking so much about. We were inside here today. It's closed now, but we were here earlier. We're going to come back in the morning too. This is the parking lot in the area where the incident happened between Brian and Gabby on August 12th, the body camera video. Well, the body camera video didn't happen here, but the initial incident that was reported, the domestic incident, was right here in this area. Some of you saying crazy to see it. I know it is crazy, especially for me, having been in Florida covering this for the last 6 weeks. To be here, like seeing all these places is super weird. So that's the co-op there. I just want to walk you guys down to the main street. It is quite cold here, especially for like a Florida guy. So down here is the the Bowen Motel. This is where Brian Laundrie stayed when they were separated, or where we believe he stayed. Remember when sorry if I sound like cold, but it's really cold. When police said that Brian and Gabby had to separate for the night at the end of the body camera video, this is the hotel down here, the motel down here where Brian stayed. According to police, we don't know that he actually stayed there, but that's what's in the police report. I'm just gonna walk you guys down here. We were here earlier too. So we're trying to get the surveillance video. We haven't had any luck yet. The person who worked here when Brian checked in is in college. It is now back in school. So it's been, a lot of you are suggesting that I come here, and we haven't had much luck yet in terms of the motel, but we're going to come back in the morning and see if we can hopefully get something. But yeah, this is downtown Moab. I don't know how many degrees it is, but it feels like really cold. Time change is 2 hours earlier than Florida. So my initial impressions of Moab, it's beautiful around here. Like the scenery is insanely beautiful. There's a lot of people living in vans. Like van life is huge here. Basically everywhere you go, you see vans, all sorts of different vans, little school buses that people are driving around and living in. There's campsites all over the place outside Moab. In terms of Moab itself, it's bigger than I expected. Not population wise, but it's just a big tourism place. I mean, there's a lot of restaurants, a lot of motels and hotels, bike shops, all of that stuff. So but like after doing some interviews today on the Kylan and Crystal case, it's really the first time. Like News Nation has been covering the case, but I've not really been assigned to it until today, since we were here. Obviously, I mean that it's crazy, and the fact that the killer is still on the run. So I'm also looking forward to sharing that story with you guys on Thursday night, in addition to all the Gabby Petito stuff. Sorry again if I sound cold. Yeah, so this is Moonflower here. Yeah, sorry if I just jaywalked, but it is really cold. So some of you asking me the latest from Northport. The latest there today, and we have had a crew there, is that the Laundries came back home, and the police department put out a statement from the medical examiner basically clarifying that they still have not taken DNA from the remains. So there's been no DNA testing done at this point. The identification was made through dental. They've sent the remains, which we know are basically bones, off to a specialist to continue to examine to try to come up with cause of death. And then after that is when they will do the DNA testing. So all of those rumors online about the DNA not matching with the skull, the medical examiner says that's totally false and just a rumor. So
I do really quick just want to touch on what he just talked about the skull and that these rumors about it not matching to be Brian's and all that stuff. You know, I believe Amber shared, and I've seen this before. That article that came out, I think it was from like a Skyline. I don't know, but they put out some fake information, which I think caused a lot of confusion about the DNA and it not matching. And why are they using dental records? Why would they do that? And to me, it's they find his skull. I would have just assumed they would go to dental records. That's what I just would have thought they would have done. I don't know why people are so shocked on that. Like, why go to the dental records? The DNA would take longer, which obviously they're doing now, but I'm sure people wanted to know right away. So going through the dental records isn't something that's shocking to me. I don't understand why people are so confused with all of that. Maybe I missed something. I'm not too sure, but just be careful, you guys. When you read an article, just do fact checking to see is it a legit news station if it is, or newspaper, whatever it may be, or is it fake? Because we've seen this a lot with different cases we cover. There's always somebody that thinks it's funny to start fake information being put out there. And also, if you're in the groups, you guys, just be careful with what people post. There are people that will literally go in there just to get your panties in a little bunch. They want to shock you, they want to upset you. So just keep that in mind. I'll see posts and I'll be like, what? Who did this? And I'll see the person, I'll be like, I'll recognize them from the Watts case. Like, there are trolls, you guys. This is what they do. So just be very careful.
Yeah, so I did go to Woody's Tavern tonight. Um, and no one there that I talked to had seen Brian Laundrie. So that was kind of it for Woody's. Yeah, the reception is much better here than Northport. So some of you are asking what I reported about the camper. And I need to tweet this out. I'm not really sure if it's relevant to the entire situation and case, but this is what I found out. So the man who sold Roberta and Chris Laundrie the pop-up camper, the camper that I've been standing in front of in their driveway, reached out to me. And I talked to him and I got the records that he in fact sold it to the Laundries. He kept pretty detailed records. He has the check. He has pictures of the camper. And basically what he told me is that in mid-August, he sold them the camper. He lives on the other side of Orlando, and he sold it for $7,000. They drove there to look at it. They gave him a $1,000 cash. They gave him $1,000 cash and then a $6,000 check, and he didn't want to give up the camper until the check cleared. Well, he says the check did not clear. It bounced for whatever reason, and they returned several weeks later with the additional $6,000 in cash and purchased the camper. So I have the exact dates. I'll tweet it out. I have all the notes on it. I just don't have them in front of me right now. I got obviously distracted with everything we've been doing in Utah. So we're in Moab. We are going to be here tomorrow, doing some interviews tomorrow here, and then traveling back through Salt Lake. A lot of the stuff you guys have sent me has been super helpful. The phone numbers, I got in touch with some of the people. You'll see everything Thursday night. And then from Salt Lake, we're going to go to up to Grand Teton and Jackson, Wyoming. And that's where we'll be for the special. So yeah, those of you asking about the Moonflower, this is it right here, the Moonflower Co-op. We were here today. So the issue here that I'm finding in Moab is a lot of people did not see Gabby or Brian. because they just were passing through here. And there's a lot of people that are not really happy that this case is getting so much attention because this is a tourist town. And like even where we had dinner tonight, the bartender was like super annoyed that we were here focusing on the double murder and then also the Gabby Petito case. Like he just said it's not good for business. So some people are not happy with this kind of coverage of their town. So that's been a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, so we did go to the hotel that Gabby was at in Salt Lake City, the Fairfield Inn near the airport. We went there today. So that'll also be part of this the story on Thursday. So that's kind of the latest. I just wanted to get on here real quick, but we're probably going to try to get some sleep soon because we've been up since really early and then get up really early tomorrow. But I'll give you guys an update tomorrow, and we'll be on News Nation tomorrow night, and then we'll have all the stories.
I must have missed it when I was chatting with you guys, but also here he does state when I don't know if you guys caught it when they went to Moab. Is it Moab or Moab? Am I even saying it correctly? Is it Moab? Moab? Say yes. I don't want to be saying it wrong. Let me see what you guys are saying. Who writes a check? Well, it's either, well, it depends. Or cashier's check is usually what I do. But yeah, people still write checks. Oh, you guys might hear my dog. He's sleeping right here, breathing heavy. Mohab. Mohab? I just want to, no, H. Mohab. Can I just call it Mo? All right, so right here, I must have missed it when I was chatting with you guys, but he did state that they went to the Tavern, Woody's, and he says right here that the bartender was really irritated that they were there and they were, asking questions obviously about, the about Gabby and then, Crystal and Kylan. And the bartender was irritated that he was there and they were actually talking about the case because it's bad for business. And, I understand that, this is your source of income, your bar and stuff like that. But 3 lives have been lost here. So I don't see, yeah, it's bad. I mean, I think that's a little selfish in a way. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of bothered me. It bothered me that that was said. And it made me think about how Grand County Sheriff from the next day on the 19th said that they didn't have anything to fear. It made me think, is it because, they don't want to mess with the money in this location? Because we know people come there all the time. It's a tourist attraction. People go there, they come and they leave. So is this all about the money? They don't want to mess with the money it attracts. So I don't know. It bothered me that the bartender was bothered that Brian Entin is there trying to talk with everybody about the case. I kind of feel like I hope this isn't a town where they just want it to be quiet. Again, I don't know. I would love to know what people that are actually live in this community are saying. But yeah. Okay, let me now share some screenshots with you guys. And hey, Pandora. Is it Pandora? Was it Pandora? Pandora. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of bothered me that he said that. Like, it's good that the women are getting, national attraction. This is amazing. This is what we want. We want their story put out. And yes, a lot of people have learned about this case because of the Gabby Petito case. But you know what? This is good that it's getting out there. So there's someone out there. There's a crime. There's a murder or murderers out there. So as a community or even, as an owner of an establishment, wouldn't you want this person caught? I don't know. It's just kind of strange that he was bothered by it, I guess. But I'm going to stop sharing this really quick and then I'm going to share some screenshots with you guys. All right. So, again, what I'm going to share with you guys is yesterday when I did the live and I read that article, there were some things in the article that I thought were a little confusing for me. So I told you guys I will find some more information out. And then some of the other screenshots I'm going to show you are from other posts that I've made that um, Sean Paul had answered to or Cindy Sue has answered to. Yeah, that's so it is weird how all of this just all came. And how many of you learned about this case, Kylan and Crystal, because of Gabby? Put a one if you learned about that case because of Gabby Petito. That's how I learned about it, researching Gabby. And it was when Gabby was missing that I actually came across this case, and then it led me to Sean Paul's Facebook. And once I went to his Facebook, I was like, yeah, this man was pleading and he needed help. And I was like, yeah, we're going to definitely have to help him. I see a lot of one. Yeah, Kimberly says that's how I learned it. Me too. Yeah, I think a lot of people learned about this case. And if talking about Gabby Petito's case brings awareness to Kylan and Crystal, I don't see a problem with that at all. I really don't. At the end of the day, it's about bringing awareness to them. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of ones here. Hey, Delana. Wow, everybody, it looks like so far, everybody learned about this case because of that. All right, guys, so what you're looking at is going to be a screenshot that I posted in one of the groups. I can't remember because I'm in about 3 now for this case. And the main one, when I first came across the case, there was one group that was there, and it was by the family members. And they have now switched it to a remembrance for the women. So they don't want people talking. It's that page is now just to remember the women and share like photos of them when they were younger and just stuff like that. So there is another group now that you can talk. Sorry if you guys hear my dog. He's like snoring. So I apologize. It's not me. It's my dog. So then there's another Facebook where you're able to, speculate and do all that other stuff. But I think the family's also in that one. And then there's another one out there that I think the PI runs. So I made this post. I don't remember when, but I had asked, does anyone know the first day the women went to the campsite? Was it the 13th? And then let me see. Okay, so then Sean Paul answered, and he says they were there from the 6th. Didn't have to move to the 20th, as per the lady that writes down the plate numbers of campers. So the women went to the site on the 6th. So that would have been August 6th. August 6th, they were there. Okay, and I'm not sure if you could only stay at a certain location at a certain time. Is that why it says didn't have to move till the 20th, as per the lady that writes down the plate number? And then, okay, hold on. And then, okay, so then people were asking more about that statement he did. So then he responded with, the way it works is simple. The lady knew no one else was there, so she would not have to go back till the 20th. Then if she saw a new vehicle, she would write it down. She has a huge mountain to cover and does not go to the same spots daily or even weekly. It's bi-weekly. And then he states, understand that she's a sweet little old lady and she knew the girls. She feels horrible that she did not see the creeper, because a lot of people were in the comments saying like, how come she didn't write down this other person's license plate number? How come it was only the girls? And I guess, she drives around, and maybe you guys know more like how that actually works. There's someone that drives around and keeps track of who's there, writes down the license plate. But since the girls didn't have to leave till the 20th, and she has other part of the mountain to cover, she wasn't going to return there till the 20th. So the women would have been, around the campsite area, different areas around there, the mountain around there, and they got there around the 6th. So the lady sees them at the 6th. So unfortunately, this creeper dude that went there, um, the lady wasn't planning on returning. So if he would have got there on, let's say, the 11th, she never went back, right, to track down who else was there, which is unfortunate. But again, it's no wrongdoing on her part. Like he states, she had a lot of the mountain to cover. So unfortunately, we don't. Oh man, with this case, it's like I feel like that. I'm like, oh, like all these little opportunities right there. They were killed sometime between the 14th into the 15th between 1 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. Yeah, so I didn't screenshot the part where the dad talks about that too, but he also now believes around the 14th or 15th too, which I also believe, because, they were last seen, they went to their friend's house after the bar, and then they had Crystal had a shift on the 15th and she did a no-show. So I would like to know what time that shift was. That would be a question I'll probably ask if anyone knows what time Crystal's shift was that day. But she did a no-show, no-call on the 15th, and that's not like her. So, we know because of that, most likely the women had already been murdered. Um, Let me see. Okay, so this right here, excuse me. If you guys remember yesterday in that article I read, there was a part on there that stated that it said the girls, so Kylan and Crystal, they told Kylan's dad, Sean Paul, that they had moved campsites because of this creeper, right? And when I read that yesterday, I was like, it threw me off. I was like, wait, I've never heard that before. I never heard that Sean Paul spoke with Kylan or Crystal about this creeper guy. Like I've never heard that before. So that bothered me because I felt like, is that misinformation being put out there? So I made a post and I had asked, I think I said something like, this was put out in the article. Is it true that the girls told Sean Paul this? Now, someone did comment saying yes, and then someone else said no. And then Cindy Sue, again, she is the person who found the campsite. So I respect what she says. And she says that they told friends at the bar and they told friends, so the friend whose house they were at before they headed up to the mountain Friday night. And while I was out looking for them, someone told him, who will be Sean Paul, and he called me and told me while I was out searching for them. So Kylan and Crystal had told their friends at the bar. Remember, they were at Woody's, and they told their friend about this creeper dude on the 13th. They were telling them about him, and then they went to a friend's house right afterwards. They didn't stay there long, and they told their friend then also about this creeper guy and how they wanted to move campsites. They were planning on moving the campsite, and they told Sean Paul about it. So Kylan and Crystal never told Sean Paul this information like that article states. It was actually their friends who told Sean Paul that there was this creeper dude and they wanted to move campsites because of it. So I did want to clear that up because I'm seeing that people are stating, oh, the women moved campsites. And you guys, what I've gathered from the family, there's no proof that they actually did. We don't know if they did get the chance to move their campsite. That's just speculation. If someone's saying, yeah, they did move, that's speculation because the family ain't saying that is true 100%. No one actually knows. They wanted to move, they were planning on it, but no one knows if they actually got that chance, which is so heartbreaking. Now, this right here, remember I told you guys also yesterday about how Sean Paul had made a statement that that the girls had also made a comment about this guy having more food and more clothes. So I found the screenshot for it. And he says they told friends he came back in a car with more food and clothes, so they would have to move. There is no way a different killer would want the creeper as a witness. Remember, he was camped too close. He was in town and at the park, maybe. And this is where he's just, trying to figure it out. He's just brainstorming and stuff like that. But Kylan and Crystal, I guess, told their friends that this creeper dude came back in a car, okay, in a car with more food and clothes. So I wonder where was he at? Was he staying at a hotel maybe? Where did these clothes come from? Um, and then the food, is there, like, remember we discussed this a little bit yesterday about what's the closest gas station? I don't know what you guys call them out there, but like little deli marts, a quick one stop where we have a lot of those in Arizona. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of those where you kind of have a little bit of everything inside. A little gas station has everything you could think of. Not sure what the closest one is to that. It's probably, I'll have to look that up. But again, going back and seeing what's the closest gas station or one stop kind of a little shop where he would get more food. Um, and then again, talking to these people, did someone stand out? If people working at the gas station and all that, they live there, and I'm sure they see people that they know all the time, but then you also see people you don't recognize. And did anybody stand out? Was there someone that just seemed creepy? For the girls to say the man was creepy, I wonder what he was doing. Is it the way he looked? Is it something did he talk to the women? Is it something he said, his behaviors? What made him creepy? So I do wonder if anyone that, works close by to where their campsite is, again, a gas station or like a little one-stop shop for food, if anybody remembers this creepy guy or something about somebody that just stuck out. Even if you remember, yeah, I remember him getting in a so such and such color vehicle or something like that. And if anybody is lives locally in this town, are people still talking about this case? That's something I also wondered. I wonder if possibly you could even put flyers up, when someone is missing. I wonder if you could put flyers up, like, how they made like the flyer of, the girls, and then, where they camped, phone numbers. I wonder if they can also put that up. Like, I don't know, keeping that information still going. By what the bartender at Woody's said to Brian Entin, how he was irritated that they were there even quite like talking the Gabby Petito, and then of course, I'm not even gonna try saying it anymore, about Kylan and Crystal. He seemed irritated by that. It just really bothered me. And I just hope that they're not trying to keep this quiet, because it is money at the end of the day for them. Rose says, I'm in Salt Lake and I only heard through news and your channel. Yeah, I only learned about this because of Gabby Petito, to be honest with you. If I say someone's creepy, it's because they are staring at me, hanging around, acting weird. That's a good point, Shannon. That's true. And let me see, let me think for myself. What would creep me out with a guy? I think you're right. Someone that would be staring at me a lot. The way they look at me, if they are hanging around a little too close. Um, and it's interesting because I went to Walmart, and there was this man that in one aisle, he was holding like an item, and I made eye contact with him. And I'm very good with making eye contact with people. It helps me remember them visually. I'm bad with names, but I'm pretty good with describing someone. And I remember looking at him, and he looked at me, and then I swear, every aisle I went into, this guy was at, and that creeped me out. And in my head, I was thinking, like, dude, why every aisle I end up, and he had only the one item in every single aisle. And it was like if he was looking at me, but then like looking at products, and it was really weird. And it gave me the creeps. And then I texted my boyfriend, like, come over here, look at this guy right here. And he went over there, and I text like what he looked like. And he's like, why are you describing this guy to me? And I was just like, look, because I'm covering a case, and I kind of went into like, he knows what cases I cover, but I don't know. So I agree with you, Shannon, that someone that probably just was like looking at them in a weird way, or maybe being too close to them. Yeah, but this guy he did give me the creeps though. I was like, why are you in every aisle that I'm in? And I'm the type where I'll say something like, I'm that person. I'll say something like, excuse me, are you looking for something? Or I won't be rude, but I'll make it known like, hey, why are you around me? Why are you in every aisle? Mary, girl, next time a creep follows you through the store, go right to the yeast infection medicine and load up. He was an older man. He was an older man, which I don't know. It was really weird though. But I will give myself credit on this. I am very aware of my surroundings. I'm constantly looking around. Even when I drive home, because I work nights, I'm constantly looking at like who's behind me, and I luckily live in like a dead end street. So if someone's coming down my dead end street, you best believe my eyes are aware of it. Hey Amber. So I seen Amber's name pop up. I just went through really quick. Brian Entin, he is actually in Moab. There I go, Moab. And he did a live from there. It was a short one, and he just shows us the moonflower, and he talks about how he actually is in contact with the person that it's a man who sold the Laundrie family their camper. And it was in August they sold the camper to them, and he sold it for $7,000, and they paid $1,000 up front, and then wrote a check, which eventually the check bounced, and then they came back and paid for the rest. But yeah, and he goes over other things that he actually went to the Tavern Woody's. He went in there to, talk to the workers and probably the people in there. And oh, he did state that no one at Woody's, no one did say they remember seeing Brian Laundrie there at all. So I thought I would say that too. And that the bartender was bothered that Brian was in there asking, talking about the Gabby Petito case and about Kylan and Crystal, and it's because it's bad for business. This attention isn't good for their business. And that bothered all of us. And he does go on to some other stuff, but let me show you guys really quick. And then I showed some screenshots of stuff that Sean Paul stated. I did ask some questions, and I thought it was important to clarify some of the things that were being put out there with that article from yesterday, because I'm already seeing it being put out. Yes, in fact, the girls did move campsites, which no, we don't know that. They wanted to, and they were planning on to. They were telling their friends. And as you can see, what's on the screen, the guy came back in a car with more food and clothes. So let me share this with you guys really quick. So let me stop sharing that. And I'm kind of just going fast right now because I do need to get back to the editing, but hold on really quick. Let's look up. Oh, and you guys, I dropped my computer and it cracked my screen. Good job, crazy. Good job. That's what happened to me this morning. Hold on, guys. Talk amongst yourself and give me 1 second. Oh, Amber, if you hear a breathing in the background or snoring, I have my dog here. It's not me, I swear. Okay, so let's see Moonflower. Right, Moonflower? Yeah. Moonflower. Is it? Hold on, guys. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get this to load. All right, let me share my screen really quick so you guys can see it a little bit in the. Let's see, what do I have in there? I'm trying to see the street view. Hold on, my Wi-Fi is lagging right now. Come on, Wi-Fi. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Hold on, sorry. Let's try it again. Hopefully it's not lagging. All right, so I just want to show you this in the day, like you can see it, because I know when Brian was showing us, it was kind of dark. Let me see. All right, so this would be, I'm trying to do it. Oops, too close. So this would be, so this is Moonflower right here. Right here. It just looks different during the daytime. All right, and then, so remember they said they were at a coffee shop, right? Gabby and Brian on the 12th. Remember she was doing her website. It was a coffee shop, right? I'm trying to think. Look at even right here, you can see the hotel. Look at it's right here. This is where Brian would be dropped off. Again, we don't know if he actually, stood there the whole night, if he left. Brian Entin is on scene, and he did say that um, the person who was at the front desk that day, he's a college student, and I guess he's back in college, so I don't think he's even working there anymore. But I guess Brian's trying to get more information to see if Brian left that night, or did he even check out the next day? Did he stay an extra day? What time did he? Another question I would wonder too, what time is checkout time? And also, is it different for someone that's dropped off there by law enforcement for a domestic reason or whatever it may be? Um, but knowing what time Brian left I would want to know. I think all of us want to know what time did he leave. Excuse me. So it was at a coffee shop though, right? It wasn't Moonflower, was it? Mascara, I didn't see what your question was. Um, I'm just trying to see where Gabby and Brian were working on her website. It was a coffee shop. It is a cute little town, Kimberly. Sorry, my throat is dry. because right here across the street on this end, this right here is a little coffee shop. This is a coffee shop right here. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go back this way. And as you can see, what is this right here? Is this coffee? What does it say? Italian. Do you guys see what that says? Oh no, that's an Italian restaurant right there. So they weren't there. Because at first I thought they were possibly right there, but no, because um, they were at a coffee shop. Yeah, so see right here. And sorry guys, I'm using my computer's touch screen and my goodness, chick, drink some water. So this is a little coffee shop right here. So again, right across the street. Oh gosh. See right here. That's a little coffee shop right there. And see moonflowers right here. Right across from there would be, looks like some houses too. This coffee shop which has like little tables. There's some tables right here too. So so this is probably where they were doing the work. Forget that she was doing on her computer. An altercation started, escalated, and then Brian says the argue like it all like went down right here. Do you guys remember if they state exactly where it happened? I can't remember verbatim of it right now, but it's just weird seeing it up close. So Moonflower right there, coffee shop right across the street. There's this Italian restaurant right here. And then all you do is you'd walk right here and then look at right here would be the Boeing hotel is right here. I hope Brian gets some information with the Boeing hotel. I really, really do. I went too far, sorry. Sorry guys, I'm like totally using my nails, which I shouldn't be using. But I do wonder if he's going to be able to, oh, what's this? If he is going to be able to get, if he is going to be able to get the actual like information, like what time Brian checked out. Because I don't know about you guys, I want to know what time he checked out. Let me see what you guys are saying in chat. Yeah, the 911 call did state that he was slapping her. Yeah, everything Brian gives us is amazing, and I'm so glad that he is covering this case. We know he went out there initially to talk about, for the Gabby Petito case, but he is doing a piece on this, and then he did do an interview with Cindy Sue, which all of it's going to air, he said, Thursday evening. So I was thinking Friday going live in the morning with you guys to watch it and go over everything that he put out. I know Cindy Sue made a comment on the group that he was really nice and respectful, so that's awesome. And at the end of the day, you guys, it's all about spreading awareness. All right, guys, that's all I have. I just wanted to jump on here really quick to, go over Brian's updates he gave us for the women. Let me go on there really quick before I let you go. If there's anything I need to share, and then I want to show you guys the actual map. And then the screenshots I thought were important to show you guys because, any misinformation out there, we need to make sure we squash it. This case definitely don't need any rumors or, stuff like that. We don't need that. Let me go on Twitter really quick and see. Let's see. So Brian, the mood in many. Okay, so he says He did tweet about 4 minutes ago. He states the mood of many in Moab is anxious and guarded. Many are um, apprehensive to talk with about Gabby because they are overcome with fear and anxiety over the murder of Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner. The killer is not in custody. No, he's not. Or killers, we don't know. They don't know if it is someone who lives here. Interesting. Let me share that for you guys can see visually it. So people he's saying that live there, on my end it looks not clear. I hope it's clear on yours, but it looks like people that live there. I just love Brian. See, remember I made a comment? I wonder what people are thinking out there. Brian, you know what I'm thinking, because he's like, let me answer this for crazy. So it looks like people are really guarded and they are scared because they don't want to talk about Gabby because of fear of the murder of Kylan and Crystal. There's a killer not in custody or killers. They don't know if it's someone who lives there. So that is scary though. And you guys remember this is a small town. What was it? I think like over 5,000 in population, I think it was. Shannon says that's my thoughts. He lives there or close and is still around. Or someone that normally that does, is familiar with the area. Maybe he goes out there. And one thing Brian did state also that I didn't know on the video we watched was that town, there's a lot of people that live that van lifestyle. So there was a lot of vans parked. There was a lot of like small buses. He says you see a lot of that right there. So it could be someone that, goes there and then for a short period of time leaves, comes back. Someone, to me, it's someone who knows that area just because, like, when we looked at the map, it's someone I feel like obviously camps there, knows the area. Whether they live there or they're there part time, they do the van life, we don't know. Or is, some people think it might be Brian. He says, I did not fully realize until being here that while the cases are very different and law enforcement say not related, to the people here, it is all part of one devastating time period over the last several months. Murders are extremely unusual here, let alone a double murder. I believe the sheriff said that was like that first double murder there. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the one interview on the Facebook, they have it, the live, where I think it's right after they come publicly and they make a statement. I think in one of those I seen, he says that this is their first double homicide. I could be wrong. I think that's what he said. Again, he says that he's going to talk about all of this Thursday night in the News Nation spread. So let's see, there's not much crime in that small town, which makes it kind of strange that they were killed while Brian was there. Good point. Hey, Demon Child. Lad. He says he loves the word lad. Well, I'm glad. What about the gun they found in Fort DeSoto? Brian camped there with his parents. It's got to be connected. I don't know. Well, I'm going to wait I don't know about that one, you guys. Let me see. So he says with Moab. I need to hear someone say it, and then I'll come back and say it correctly. Utah police going back to the location of Laundrie and Gabby Patillo. And I can understand why people come out here. It is beautiful, 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 beautiful. Any gun or guns, any mention, Kimberly. So for the women, if that's what you're talking about, we only know that they found, well, we don't know what type of gun was used. That has not been put out, obviously, by law enforcement. They're not going to put that out. But we do know that they were shot to death. And per Cindy Sue's statement when she was there, she did see the officer when talking about Kylan. He was referencing to his side, so he was pointing to his side and his chest and back area. So it also states in the warrant, which I still haven't got my hands on. I'm trying to see how I can get the warrant. Anyone can help me with that? Trying to get the warrant. Anybody? We should be able to get it because it's not how do you say it? It's out there and I can't seem to freaking get it. I was up late last night trying to figure it out. But in the warrant it did state that both women were shot, and then it says side multiple gunshot wounds, side, chest, and back area. To me, that tells me that they were probably trying to run from the killer or killers, and also Kylan would be found at one spot in the creek, and then Crystal was found not next to her, a little bit away. So I'm thinking they were probably trying to run. It's so sad. And just imagine, it's one thing, and this is what's got me with this case too, is I keep thinking of what these women went through. They're a couple, they're married, they love each other, right? Imagine being there with your significant other, and not only and then this, you come to a realization that your life is probably going to end. Not only are you scared for yourself, but then you're scared for the person that you love and you spend all your life with every single day. I can't even imagine what they were going through at that moment. Where the PI said he was trying to run. Okay, hold on. You sent it to me, D, or are you talking to somebody else? Hold on. You need to put act crazy so I can see it. Are you talking to me? Who are you talking to? Hold on, guys. Do you guys want to see my dog really quick before I let you go? Oh, wait. D, you didn't send me anything. I don't know. I think you're talking to someone else. I don't know if I want to be on camera. Come here. Come. Hold on. Let me turn my camera on. Wait. Hold on. Hey, calm down. Sit. 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 Good boy. Hold on, guys. Let me turn my camera on. Calm down. He wants to be Max. He wants to be Pat. Up. Up. Come. Come. Up. Up. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi, guys. Hi, guys. This is, if you hear snoring, this is who it is right here. This is him. This is Max. He's a big beast. He's the big boy in the house. Huh? How long have you been with us? We've had him since my little one was, what was he? What was she? 3 months. He's 11 now. He's a Dutch Shepherd. He's very well trained. He was trained since he was a puppy. We put him in professional training. He's a very good guard dog. Very good. Say hi. Say bye now. Say bye. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody. Speak. Okay, you want to hear him bark or no? Okay, no. It would be loud. He's not a puppy. He's big. He's a big dog. He's a big dog. I let him in today. I was going to put him out I usually put him out when I'm recording, but I left him in here. They're all saying hi to you, Max. And he's yawning. He's tired. He's 11, so what is that in dog years? All he does is sleep, and when he gets up, he's like all like old now. Is he a Dutch? Delano, they're smart dogs. They're extremely, extremely smart dogs. CC dog. Yep, CC dog in the house. All right. So that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to pop on here again. Like I said, I wanted you. Hey, Aura. Always good to see my Aura in here. I just wanted to come on here really quick. I got 3 cats. Yeah, I don't have any cats. We don't have no cats. We have a lot of reptiles. Definitely a lot of reptiles, a lot of fish. We go fishing a lot. Yeah, all that, but no cats. No cats, no cats. Yeah. Okay, so all right, guys. So yeah, just wanted to pop on here with an update. Brian's he's gonna broadcast. I'm not sure if he's broadcasting this case on Thursday or if it's going to be Gabby Petito. I want to know when he's going to air the interview with Cindy Sue, because he did interview with her. That I definitely want to watch, and then go and do a live and watch it with you guys and have a discussion. Again, this is definitely the case I'm following right now. So thank you guys for just following along with me. Spreading awareness with this case is the most important thing. Also, yeah, thank you guys. Can't see him. Screen's tiny. Oh, is it tiny? All right, hold on. Don't judge how I look. Max, come here on this side. Come. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Hold on, guys. Stay. All right, hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen. Hold on. Hey, guys, I'm a mess. Look at my hair. I'm all shiny on my hair. All right, come. Up. Up. Can you guys see him now? You see him? Look at him. Oh, he's such a good dog. Isn't he adorable? He's so big. Too bad you guys can't see how big he is. He's big. He's a big dog. Big dog. And I was like, look at my hair. Oh my God. Keeping it real with Crazy. All right, guys. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for being here with me. As always, be kind. Be kind. And Max, up. He's like, I'm out of here. Or is it going? He's gonna lay right here on the side. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys for being here with me. Don't mind my hair. Oh my God, look at my hair. Girl, I can't believe you just came on camera. It's all good. Keep it real. Can't look cute all the time. All right, guys. Thank you. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Bye, Felicia's.